Hi friends, welcome back to Bootstrap practice. Where we left, I had completed till somewhat around 10% of that hero section and I asked two people to take it forward and Harish completed the mobile version and then Ashwin took care of the other breakpoints. Okay, I just want to check what they have done. So I just need to go to the repository first. The repository name starts with Bootstrap, so I simply search Bootstrap and I get it education icon Bootstrap, and I want to see what Harish and Ashwin have done. So I need to check the commits. I will click here and I will check when they have committed. My commit was on 19th March. After that, I didn't work, and Harish has completed. Harish 16511999. Okay. Harish has completed 2 days ago, and then the same day Ashwin also has given a commit. Okay, let me check what Harish has done. To do that, I just need to click it, and this is a message Harish has given for his commit. He has made changes on two files. One is index.html and another one is main.css. Index.html, let me zoom it. In index.html, he has the line that is shown as red is deleted and the line that is shown as green is added. So he has deleted this line and he has added this line, which means he has added some classes to that hero tab so that he would have got some output. Let us see what is that. Okay, and then he has added some HTML. He has deleted my blah 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 and he has added proper HTML. It's good. Apart from that, I don't see any big change here. Okay, and let me check CSS. He has added some CSS for hero section. He has applied some style for H1, H2 and A tag. Good. And for A tag also, for hover also he has written some CSS. Well, this is Harish work, and I would say instead of giving message as hero section, he can give some more description. Okay, what kind of description it should be? It should be like Ashwin's message. Ashwin has given a message added desktop view for section. So it is a kind of statement. So your commit message should be like this, and in this what he can avoid is using past tense. Even though you give commit after you complete the work, it should be present tense, simple present tense. Add desktop view because you are giving a commit for a task that you just about to do. That's how you have to see. So they will give some task, your team lead will give some task and the message should be that one. So you just imagine what your TL should have given this as a task. Add desktop view for hero section. That should be the task given to you. That should be the message of that commit. So in simple, it should not be past tense, but it is good if you start your commit with a verb and followed by what you have done, like that. And the changes that he has made is should be only in CSS. Yeah, he has made only in CSS because he took care of just applying necessary styles for different breakpoints. So he should have used some media queries. Yeah, he has written some media queries for small device. He has written some CSS. No, he has written some breakpoint, but in this particular section there was no need of new styles for this breakpoint, so he didn't write anything. And for medium device it required some CSS, so he has applied like that. He has applied whatever the CSS needed, but he has written necessary breakpoints. It's a very good thing. So even though you don't need to write any CSS for this breakpoint, you have to have the template so that whenever required you can add that CSS. It's a very good practice, and he has given message for every single breakpoint. It's also improve the coding quality. And he has written that no media query for extra small, since this is the default in Bootstrap. So he will write CSS here, but it should be in top of the page. Okay, because in the top we write styles for extra small screen, followed by we write for breakpoints. Right. So overall both have done a very good job, and we can follow this practice so that you will know what are the mistakes that you make through how I review the code, followed by I will do something and give task to you, so you can continue from there. Okay, so the changes are here but not in my local code base, because I haven't taken pull. So I need to navigate to the training project, the project folder first. Execution Bootstrap, right click, git bash, zoom in, control plus, and git status. That is how you have to do, and it will say your branch is up to date with origin. The reason is my local won't know what is available in live. Okay, my local will not know what is the latest commit in live server, because I haven't initiated any uh, communication from my local to the remote branch. Okay, I haven't initiated any communication from my local machine to the remote branch. How we will initiate? We will use either git pull, or we will do git push. Pull means we will take the files from server. Git push means we are bringing some files from our local branch to remote branch. So in main.css file it has added 77 lines, and in index.html file there are 6 changes, 3 addition and 2 deletion. So totally 2 files changed, 80 insertions and 3 deletions. Okay, so you should have this skill. You should be able to read what the result is, then only you can fix whenever you face some problem. Let me go back to that folder and open the code in Visual Studio Code. So let me run this in browser. So overall it looks very good. I believe the quality is 100% matching with our reference website. Let me check responsiveness. It looks perfect. Great. So we can say we have completed the hero section 100%. Likewise, we should complete every single section. So next one we will start some other section, and I will start that work and I give you, or I will assign someone, or I will say like you have to take one part and do it. We complete this coffee and continue. Well, I'm done, and here I want to give you one small task, a logical thinking task. Just tell me how much time I have taken to complete this coffee. Okay, the answer is in the screen. You have to analyze it. Just tell me how much time I have taken to complete this coffee, because I paused the screen while I was having the coffee. But there is a trick to find how much time I have taken to complete this coffee. When you see this video, just go back and analyze and tell the answer in our group. Okay, there we can continue. One small change. First, I thought we can directly move on to this, but before that, I want to review this code. What he has done. It will take me from here to here. Okay, body is fine. Why these attributes? Check in our code editor. Body tag. Okay, it is being rendered by some other JS, so let us leave it for now. Header, I'm sure they didn't work, so I can minimize it. Here he has added some JS, sorry, some styles. D hyphen flex, which means it will apply display flex, or it will make this element, this hero section, as flex element. But according to our code base, according to my code base which I given you, only the row will be the display item. The row will only be the flex item. On the container, the hero overlay, and this everything would have been a display block item, block level item. Okay, I don't know why he made this as a flex item. I believe the reason should be to make this section vertically center aligned, because this section this section should be vertically center aligned. That's what we had told them. This section, oh, I was seeing the code base of reference website instead. Check this. Okay, I had asked him to make this section, this column, vertically center aligned. So what he has done is he has made the entire section as flex item, and when we give justify content center and align item center, it will apply some CSS. So when I add a class name called justify content center, it will apply justify content center CSS style, it will apply. So what change it will make? Justify content center means it will make the column center aligned, but here we have only one column, so you won't see any big difference. But to make an element vertically center aligned, you have to add a class name called align item center. And instead of making this section as a flex item, I like to uh, do something. I will add these two classes here, and I will remove this. So hero section's height is this much, and now the container's height itself getting reduced. The reason, container's height will be the height of its child, and its child row's height will be the height of its column. Okay, now I got it. So to center align, to vertically center align one section, its parent or its display flex item should occupy the entire height. So we have to make this container and this row to take 100% height of its parent. We have to make this container and this row to take the 100% of its parent. How we can achieve it? You can give this height 80 VH to this row, and you can remove padding for this, and you have to remove this as well. So instead of giving vertical height, or instead of fixing height for this hero, I am going to give height for my flex item. So when you make this element to have some fixed height, when you make this element, the row element, to take some fixed height, automatically its parent will also take that height. Okay, when the child expands, automatically its parent will also get expanded, unless its parent is having some fixed height. If in case I give some fixed height like 200 px, in this scenario I am restricting the hero to have only 200 pixel, and I am making, okay, let us follow a single unit so that you will understand. So for hero section, I am restricting it to have only 20 vertical height, and I am giving 80 vertical height, 80% of the vertical height for its child. So now you will face some problem. So in these scenarios, your goal or your focus should be applying height for the child only. You should not apply the height for the parent. So as much as possible, you have to focus on applying height for its child. But column is again a child of the row. Column is again a child of its row, but we cannot give height for this column because there are possibilities to have more than one column. So you have to think in that way also. In future, they will add one more column, and that column height may be different. So it is wise if we give height for this row, so that it automatically makes applying height for this row automatically makes its parent to have the same target height. Well, so what we need to change, I will simply delete this, and I will apply vertical center and horizontal center for this row. After that, I will write a new class, hero row kind of class name, because I should not apply this 100% 100 VH and other styles for Bootstrap's class. Row, justify, content center, align item center, these are all the class names of Bootstrap. So it is not recommended to write our styles for these class names. Instead, we should create a new class name and apply it. So hero container, hero row, and what are all the heights that we have applied for this hero section. I will apply for this. Also I will cut this and put here, and the same is applicable for responsive CSS as well. So here they have applied heading only, they have, sorry, height only, they have applied height only for this hero. So I can simply make it as hero row. Let me copy this selector. So they didn't apply any other height value. Change this, should get the same output. occupies full height. Why? Hero row is the class name. Hero row is the class name. And when the screen size is more than 768, its height should be 80 VH. Let me check. What's the problem? It's not getting applied. The reason is the difference in selector. In mobile view or in extra small view, we have used hero inside the container, inside the hero row, but in media query we have used only two classes, so this will get the maximum priority. This is how your coding should be. So you have to apply same selector, refresh the page. Now you will get it. Yeah. In mobile view or in extra small view you will get this 1000 vertical height. Why we face some problem? Because we use two different type of selectors, we missed. So it will get less priority, even though it is in media query it will get less priority. So I would suggest you to make some changes like this, but now you don't need to do in your local, because I will commit these changes. How I will make this commit? Git status, we have changed two files. So git add css slash main.css and index.html. You can add like this also in a single shot. You can add more than one files. And git commit if num review code. You have reviewed the code, and always have a full stop in your commit message. Git push. Again, give this commit in the end of the class, but what problem will be there is there won't be any track for these changes. There won't be a track for these changes, both the things that I am going to do from now onwards and the changes I made to the existing code. It is good if you have two different versions, so this commit I can review, and the next commit that I'm going to do, that also I can review, or you can review it separately. So what are the tasks that you have completed? It should be a commit, and you can avoid pushing the code. You can give the git push in the end, but you have to do this git commit and git add and git commit on a regular basis. But it should not be like I have written one line, I will commit. It should not be like that. It should be a task. Your commit message will have a decent task name. Likewise, if you have accomplished something, then you should commit it. Okay, let's move on to the next section. That is this one. I believe it is very easy for you guys to do it yourself. So I will simply give some instruction. From that itself you can pick it up. So for mobile screen, the image is in top, followed by a heading, followed by paragraph, followed by list style, blah blah blah. So when I expand, after 1200, after 992, the column getting changed, and there is a small problem here. What is the problem? When the screen size is less than 992, this image is first and the text and other stuffs are next to it. But in screen which is higher than 992, the image goes right side and the column comes first. How you can accomplish it? Before thinking that, let us form the basic layout. Hero section is over. the name, what is the section name, what name we can give, we can give about, because it looks like about that company. That there is a container, inside container there is a row, inside row there are two columns, and in mobile view it will occupy full width, and it will have one image, and simply copy this. How can I copy? During developer tool is open, when emulator is open we cannot copy the text, so I will open it a new tab, simply copy this and put it, but you will add necessary heading tags and paragraph tags, UL tags, LA tags, apply it. Super. Now I will go to my code, refresh. I got image followed by the text. It is good in mobile view only or extra small view. Toggle it to right side. 365 image followed by the text, good. 168 image followed by the text, good. 1200. Now in our reference design, the image and column should be split into two different columns. By seeing this itself, I could clearly see it occupies 50% and this occupies 50%. So you have to give column 6 call hyphen, and what is the code for that? 992 pixel. 992 is large device, so 99 large means LG. So extra small, small. Okay, this is small. And yes, some. This is MD, LG. Oh, I don't see there is a breakpoint called 1024. Okay, let's go back to Bootstrap and get it. Layout, breakpoints. 9 is large. Okay, oh, large, extra, extra large. Okay. And there is no breakpoint called 992. There is no code. So if you want to apply some CSS, then you can apply in this breakpoint. But Bootstrap won't give any special classes for this breakpoint. Okay, so LG 6. So in large screen, it will occupy 50% of the screen size. Let me check. Yeah, perfect. So image in left side, text in right side. But the problem is it should come in right side, so we have to change the order. Before the flex concept, we were supposed to write JavaScript to swap an element, but in flexbox there is a concept called order. I hope you have already practiced, but let us see how we can achieve it in Bootstrap way. In Bootstrap in layout you can see utilities. In utilities, you have to search order. Oops, not here. In column, search. Yeah, order classes. So you can change the order by applying the class name called order hyphen on that one. But if you give simply like this, then it will apply from extra small screen. So you have to give the code. So how can we give order hyphen lg hyphen 1? So if I don't apply anything, then it should get the higher priority. Let me check if I am correct or not. Yeah. So from 992, the first element will be placed as second element because priority will go to 0. If you don't write any order, then you are giving 0 priority, and if you give 1, then that will come as a second one. And if it reduce the size, image will get applied. It won't, the order will not make any impact because we have mentioned the code well. So now what you have to do, you have to write the necessary HTML to make this section look like this. And I can give some suggestions, like there is a padding above the image as well as heading. So you have to apply the padding for this about section, and then you have to add image tag, and in image you have to apply a class name called image fluid. It is available in content images. To make an image responsive, you have to add a class name called img fluid. What it will apply, it will make sure your image is not expanding beyond its parent. Okay, you are applying img hyphen fluid so that the image size, the size occupied by this image will not expand beyond its parent div. So you will be needed to write one image tag and apply CSS, add the image inside the image folder, and then don't forget to add a class name called img hyphen fluid. So someone will take this section and apply necessary styles. And let's move on to the next section. I don't think I will be needed to write any code for next section because it is very easy section. So this section only statistics. We can have a div with a class name called statistics, and this has 4 columns, and each column has one heading tag and one paragraph tag. Okay, and let me check how it is. Okay, let me start from extra small. Extra small itself, 2 column is being applied. So column 6, column 6, column 6, column 6. I'm going to expand after 992. It is occupying entire grid, which means each column, 4 column occupies 12. So 12 by 4, 3. So each column will occupy 3 grid value. So likewise we have to apply and achieve this. And I don't see, yeah, there is a background color. I don't know whether you are seeing it or not. So for this entire section you have to apply one background color. So to the parent div, like add that as well for you. So for this statistics class, you will apply this background color, followed by you will have a container and other blah blah blah, row, column, other stuff that you already know very well. That's it. So you can take this section as well and apply necessary CSS and complete this, and followed by a third column. It is little different. So let us start from extra small screen. Extra small. The first one, why choose mentor? That itself has a background color and some extra components like the heading is too big and the background color is green and the text color is white, followed by small boxes. So you have to treat these boxes as cards, but if it is confusing, then no problem. You can treat this as a column, and some heading, image, and paragraphs are there. You can maintain the same. So in extra small, this column will have a special class name. For that class name, you will apply the necessary styles. With respect to that class name, you will apply the necessary styles. And for all remaining classes, 1, 2, 3, for all remaining columns, you will maintain same class names and stuffs. And if I expand it, still same. To 992 only, they are changing. So after 998, there is a small change. See, uh, the left maintains same, but in right side it occupies full width only. So if you keep expanding, it is getting changed. Let me do layout for this section. Yes, it may confuse you. Yes, uh, container, and this container will have a row. It will have column, column, left, right. It occupies 3 and it occupies, or it occupies 4 and it occupies 8. In mobile view, it occupies 12. It also occupies 12. In right side, I will add one more nested container. Sorry, nested row. We will deal it later. From 992, it is getting straight. So 992 means large. So call LG 4, call LG 12 minus 4, 8, and we keep expanding. The same layout is being followed. So let me refresh my page. Left and right. I hope you can see this. It is in the bottom of the section. Let me add some fixed height. For time being, I will apply some height. This is just for test purpose, so I am writing inline style, but in real time you should not use any inline styles. So this is left side and this is the right side. I am comparing this with a reference side. I believe this is same. Let me go close my DevTools so that I can compare perfectly. Yeah, it looks same. And the right side there is a big blue, which means inside that big blue I will put all 3 columns separately. So that's it. And this one have row followed by 3 columns. So this will have 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's write some inline style for these 3 things. Orange, pink, purple. Well, 1, 2, 3. So now go back to the reference website and come back to the extra small screen. In extra small screen, it occupies full width, full width, full width. So column hyphen 12, 12, 12, and in large screen we have to split available 12 into 3. So 12 by 3, 4. So column LG 4. Save it. Fresh. Check all screens. It's open in mobile view or extra small view. Everything will be one by one. And if I keep expanding, after 992, okay, after 992 itself, I am splitting it. But in reference website, after 992, it maintains same. So we don't need to do in 992. There is a mistake here. In 992 also, we have to apply full width. And after 1200, after 1200, this section got changed. So what is the breakpoint for 1200? The code should have come to your mind now. If not, then you are not practicing Bootstrap well. For 1200 plus, it is Excel. So till Excel or before Excel, it will occupy full width. After that, it will be expand. It will get 3 column. Right? So after 1200, give this 1220, 201. It will be like this. So this is how you have to form layout for this. So we have 2 tasks today. This section and this section. I would suggest you guys to duplicate this index file into 2. You can add it in the end. Index and index 1. So someone has to work on index 1. So index 1 will have ys and open index.html. Index. So index 1 has ys and index has statistics. Oh, we need 3 pages then. One for about, one for statistics. So we saw 3 sections today, right? We saw 3 sections. So 3 people has work today. So we will have one more page. .html. We can combine all in the end. So first one is about section. So index will have about section. Next one will have statistics section. Next one will have statistics section, but not about us section. And next we will have YS section. So I want you people to work on the section individually. So for CSS also you can do the same. You can create new styles like main 1.css, main 2.css, main 3.css. The person who is going to work on index 2.html will include main 2.css. So we are going to work on index 1 will include main 1. Index will work on index person will work on main.css, so that it won't lead to any conflict. So we can do the conflict practice and all in the end of this project. For now, I want 3 volunteers today. Someone will take, the first person will take about section, and he will work on index.html. The second person will take statistics section, and he will work on index1.html, and he will add necessary CSS in main one. He should not use main.css. And third person will work on index.html, and he will take care of YS section, and he will use main 2.css. So main 3 is not needed for now, so let me delete it. Just don't have unnecessary files. And in the end, we will bring all CSS and HTML in single page. In the end means tomorrow. Tomorrow I will take care of that, because I don't want you people to face any conflict now. Okay, so I want 3 volunteers today, and so in the end of this video, you will tell me 2 things. One is how much time I took to complete my coffee. For that, you have to think, and you have to take this work and do it and complete before tomorrow morning or end of today. Okay, have a great week this week. Have a great Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Bye bye.